Hey y'all, it's been a bit, but I'm back making videos for WreckingNow.com. To get back in the swing of things, I wanted to show y'all how I'm using RIDGID toolboxes for traveling with my gear in my truck. A bonus benefit has been how it's allowed me to stay organized even during the off season. This clip shows how easily I can get all my saddle gear into one of these large sized boxes. Every box comes with an integrated tray, which is great for keeping little things like cauls and hardware separated. You'll notice in my new videos that I've added a 3D printer to the mix. This is a label I printed to keep all these boxes organized. One of the best features of these boxes is how easily you can add wheels and stack them. This is a large box of saddle gear. It connects right to the included dolly. This next box is a medium-sized box full of camo. As you can see, they clip together on the side, and the handle extends to add more stacking height. The last box is a small box that I keep all my post-hunt cleaning kit in. It also snaps in on the side. The ease with which these things roll, even when loaded, is pretty amazing. And as you can see from the back of my truck, I've invested in quite a few different sizes. Since each box has a sealed gasket, I don't need to worry about traveling through rain or weather on my way out. I simply fill up the back of the truck with these boxes, and then I'll add the dolly, and that keeps the rest of the cab clear for other things. Since all the boxes look the same, you can see how these labels come in handy when I'm trying to reach for something. One trick for those who weren't aware is you can buy desiccant for adding to your gear to help manage the moisture. I use an orange color changing desiccant that I'll link to in the blog post. It turns green when saturated with moisture. But once it's saturated, you can reuse it. You just need a dedicated toaster oven to dry it back out. How I like to do it is I pour them out into one of these aluminum grill drip pans. This allows me to get a thin layer that's not too thick so they can all dry out, but also I can process a lot of desiccant at one time. You just need to put them into a toaster oven. And I usually set it around 250 degrees. If you get too hot, you actually can melt them. So don't crank it up to 400 to try to make it go faster. Just put it on 250, and then you're going to want to set it for about an hour. After about an hour, they'll start to turn back to that bright orange color. That means the moisture has been baked out of them, and they're ready to put back to work. There's a couple ways I like to store them. You probably remember these little muslin bags from my Eating in the Stand video. I put them in these because it gets air through the bag, and then I can cinch it up pretty tight. And kind of like cotton balls, mothballs, I can put it into the box, and it gets airflow. Another thing I like to do is I 3D print these little vented cases. They have screw-on tops. And with these, I'm not as worried about, the bag getting turned upside down and then leaking out everywhere in the box. This is a little hygrometer. It'll tell you what the moisture in the area is, so I'll throw one in there too, and you'll see it drop down to like 10 or 15%. So all I do is I put the desiccant in there, and I'll put a hygrometer into the box if I'm storing it long term. And that's really all there is to it. I hope that helps y'all.